Hello, everyone. I'm Bluekandy. You may also know me as meteorologist Andy Hill from YouTube. Yes, I do the weather. But I've also been a streamer and speedrunner for just about 10 years now, playing games like Kirby Air Ride series, of which I'm going to show you the second one in the series today. We're a small, tight-knit community, but I love this game. If you remember 3 GDQs ago, I speedran City Trial in the original Kirby Air Ride. Now I'm going to go over to Air Ride mode, which is the racing part of this game. But there are other modes, as you can see on this main menu. Plenty of speedruns. I want to see a lot of those, not just from me, but from others. And speaking of which, a new world record holder, as of 2 days ago, is sitting right behind me. Introduce yourself.
I'm SgtAimBlaze. As Blue mentioned, I currently have record in City Trial 100 checks, and I also speedrun Kirby Superstar time to time, top 10 and 80% in that game. And I'm here to have a good, no dupes air ride run.
Awesome. So air ride, this is going to start out really fast. Again, this is the racing mode. And it's no dupes essentially means, this, thanks to you guys for raising $100,000, by the way, to get this is incredible. No dupes means that I will not be using any duplicate riders, of which there are 21, and machines, of which there are 25. And there are 18 courses here. I have to play through all of them once with 18 different combinations, so the routing is immense. I will be doing this in the time attack mode, which I just showed you. What that means is we're going to try to KO enemies. That gives me the highest speed boost that I can get. And so we're playing through the courses as fast as actually you can play through them generally. And we're trying to chain those enemy boosts together by KOing as many as possible. And last but not least, this gets chaotic or really simple depending on how you see it. So just know that every movement I make is intentional. This is a very simple game. We have the control stick and the A button and half a button and the B button. I'll show you that. But every movement I make is intentional because there is a lot of depth despite the simple controls. So time will start when the announcer in-game counts us down for our first race. And we'll count it down together. So let's see it. I'm going to do all the old courses first and then the new ones and a special one at the end. So 3, 2, 1, go. It was fast, I'm sorry. All right, so we got a nice meadow here. Kirby is our first character, and he's riding on the Bull Tank. Of course, the most destructive vehicle out there. What else would you expect from this game? We're not just driving on Warp Star anymore. But like I said, there will be 18 different characters, and I'm trying to chain together all of these enemies that you can see, as much of them as possible. So I'll use a bomb to KO a bunch of them behind me, and just keep this speed all the way through. So the special thing about the Bull Tank is right there. You can see I'm going in a straight line while charging up my boost, and then I'm changing that direction when I release the boost. So that's the special thing the Bull Tank can do. A good time here is a sub 52-second run, so let's see if I can get that with one final turn. And we're in there. Nice. That's the shortest course, but it immediately picks up in intensity. Also linked, the next one is going to be one of 2 courses out of the entire 18 where I'm going to use the world record combination. The fastest time currently on this course is done with Noir DDD on Formula Star. And I want you to pay attention about 20 seconds or so into this race here. I'm going to go for something called a super jump. When I press A, the character essentially taps down on the vehicle and it gets closer to the ground. But when you release A, he springs back up. So we're going to use that acceleration, that quick acceleration of springing back up while we jump off of a ledge. And that's going to maybe give us a lot of height. And we're going to use that to get into a higher cave here than we normally would be able to. So let's see if I can get it. Oh, I did not get it on that lap. That's okay. We have 2 laps to do it. So I will prep for the next lap, rather, and I'll get on these rails, hopefully. And then Aim's got a lot to say about the mechanics in this game.
Well, first things first, every single character and every single vehicle has different stats, ignoring how each vehicle also has a different functionality and how it plays. In this track, we use Noir DDD, which has a great top speed and boost stat and acceleration stat. And we use the high top speed and acceleration to complement the Formula Star, which has extremely high top speed, but very low acceleration and generally low other stats as well.
So I'm going to get this bomb here. Oh, I'm not going to get the bomb there. That was actually really important. Well, we'll go through with it. That's fine. The bomb there gets me all those enemies that were just sitting pretty down there. But the good news is we can still get that rail even without much of a speed boost. Make our way over here, skip that cycle before that ramp comes up, and we're doing okay, actually.
Sometimes it's better when you touch a wall to want to spin against it, but as you might have seen there, we didn't spin, we just kind of rode the curve. When you hit a wall in this game, a lot of the time it redirects you for you in the direction that you're supposed to go.
Yeah, so this next course, I'm gonna ask for quiet. This is the highest actions per second course. It's a flyer-dominated course, and hopefully I can do it with no mistakes.
Real quick, less than $10,000 to go on upgrade to double time.
Let's do it. All right, let's see if I can do this. I wanna fly as much as possible, take off as soon as I can, go around some S turns. Let's see. There are 10,000 ways this could go wrong.
3, 2, 1, start!
Oh, that one's a hard one to hit. That's okay, right at the end of this is another ledge we can take off of. And we only have to do 2 laps, thankfully. Do not want to touch these walls, but we made it to that. That's good. Grab a guy from there. Oh, take off from the sundial. Oh, I got my boost back. That was awesome. Yeah, that was a great backup. That is a lot harder than it looks. I have to take off from a very tiny corner there. And get this last jump here. Hopefully this time it cooperates. There we go. And cool. Almost landed on top of the pillar. Not bad. That was good. Dude, I will definitely take only 1 mistake on that. That is very nice. Oh my goodness. So the next course is going to be dominated by ice physics. Aim, if you want to explain that.
Well, on this track, we're going to be abusing the grip stat. So Lololo and Lalala have a very low grip stat, and so does the Warp Star vehicle. And we're going to combine that with the frequent ice plating on this track, which lowers grip, and then also the frequent freeze ability that will lower our grip stat even further. And the grip stat is important because basically the way that, in the most simplest way, charge is balanced by you get a speed boost when you release it, but during the charge itself, you have to slow down. But you don't slow down nearly as much when you have very low grip. So we're basically just chaining boosts over and over and over here until we get our next freeze ability, and then we keep going.
Exactly. So you have to be spinning to break that big ice block there, and I time it with a bunch of really fast boosts through those boost rings. And then hopefully at the end here, we can slide on down this, break open those walls, and get up here with no problems. Okay, and then I'll spam B there if you saw that circle come up. That gets rid of my copy ability and allows me to get another one, because I have to refresh it to get all of these guys right here. A little bit of a massacre, that's okay. And then we'll get onto that rail.
While we plow our way through, can I share some love from your community?
Absolutely.
We've got $5 here from Ketchy, who says, "Wowie, it's time to ride air." As well as $12 from Kazuyoshi, saying, "I love DeRoach and Kirby Air Riders too. Good luck on the run, Blue." And we have just $9,945 to go left on that upgrade to double time run. There is not a lot of time. These air ride machines move quickly. gdq.gg/donate.
That's a good time. I was going for sub 134. Got it in there just barely. Nice. So this next course is equally as stressful as the last one, but I want to discuss a lot of stuff in it. We're going to do Meta Knight on Wing for another flyer-dominated course. And there's a couple of really difficult takeoff parts in here that I'm going to try to get. I'll let you know when they come up. So let's see if we can do it. First one's right at the start. I have to use the fire enemy to spin my way off of a little ledge here to gain some height. Good. There we go. Nice.
when you tap B when you have fire, you send out a little fireball, but if you spin the stick, you get a little taste of the burning ability that it has, which sends you forward. And typically, that ability will slow you down very much at the end of it, but in this game, we use it to chain into something that will negate the slowdown so that we can take advantage of it properly.
Yeah, nice. I barely got that lift off there. I have no idea how that happened. Next one is, I mean, be in this cave and tap right at a specific point. I got that one. That one's really hard to do. Okay, very good. Now I'm nervous. I wasn't nervous already, now I am. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we still want enemy KOs to gain speed, but flying is more important. So here I have to get an exhale onto that guy.
Good hit. Nice.
And then nice, that one is really hard too. This is going very well, okay. So on the next cave section, about 20 seconds from now, I can also take off, but it's very, very difficult, and I don't even think the course record does that. I can also stop on this rail, that's fine, that'll refresh my glide. So as long as I've got a fully charged boost when I land there, that's okay. I'll charge up on the rail here, just lose a little bit of time, and let's see if I can get a takeoff. Almost. That wasn't bad though, I actually got some speed from the sword enemy there. So I am pretty bad at those cave takeoffs, but I think AIM is pretty good at them. You want to tell me how you do that, AIM?
Oh, well, I just like to hold neutral at the start after the rail.
Okay, I'm always left to right, but what do you mean hold neutral? You're not even holding anything on the control stick. I'm using a GameCube controller, by the way. Thank you. That was a really good run.
Well, I mean, I just don't touch the stick.
All right, okay, so you're not holding anything, you're just holding air.
Well, it's air riders, so like...
Got some nerve, you know? So Tyranzon Beanstalk has got a special thing where she'll shoot out she? He, thank you. I'm so bad at my Kirby lore. Thankfully, AIM is here to help me out with that. I play the Kirby games and I do them fast. I don't know anything besides that. So we shoot out the spider soak like that. And he can't do it until 5 seconds into the course, and that'll be the same with every auto attack that we have after that. But basically, once that reticle shows up, the further away it is, the more speed you'll gain. And so, as you can probably imagine, Trans is a pretty good character for a lot of free run and also for time attack modes. So we're just going to come up here. A good time on this course that I'm shooting for is a sub 137. This is pretty good pace so far. Again, still trying to get as many enemy KOs as I can while playing the course. The max stack of speed you can get is +6, but oftentimes I don't have 6 enemies, but on the newer courses, once we get to those, there will be quite a few periods where there are so many enemies. Okay, so this is the only hard part of this course. I need to hit a tight cycle right here to hopefully suck up this bomb that I'm gonna spam. I did not get it, okay. Wow, the bombs have not been nice to me today. That's okay. Wagon Star, what I'm playing on, does not have a charge up. Oh, I got caught by the beanstalk, too. This Ferris wheel I know is everyone's worst enemy, but it's actually not that bad. And believe it or not, the course record takes the beanstalk. The Ferris wheel, I honestly was surprised when I saw it.
The bombs may be mean, but the donors are not. We have $500 here from Failboat.
Yo.
Failboat might go.
I thought you might appreciate. Failboat says, the idea is simple. Never did I think we'd ever be graced with a brand new modern Air Riders title, and yet here we all are. Shout outs to the Kirby community and good luck to Bluekandy on the run.
Thank you so much, Failboat. That's awesome. We're gonna dominate Machine Passage here with Gooey, my friend, on a Battle Chariot. So this one is a lot of fun. There's a lot of tight turns, and the chariot vehicles are really good at just taking a very consistent circular turns here. So we're gonna have a very consistent radius, and I can use that to my advantage to navigate this course.
Battle Chariot's also pretty good at just, if it turns too tight, you can just slam into the wall and you really don't lose that much speed.
Right. So something we haven't mentioned yet is perfect landings. There are multiple different landings, wall interactions you may have seen, Meta Knight bouncing around all over the place. Perfect landings actually give you a little speed boost in this game, and you can chain that together with enemy KOs. So I am going for perfect landings as much as possible, and I can tilt my vehicle character in the air to make sure I can land on a tilted surface, slanted surface, to get that perfect landing. So you'll see a little green-blue ring appear below the character if I get it, and you'll see him bounce up and down a little bit like that if I don't get a perfect landing. So always going for those. Again, it can get really complicated really fast. So here's that tilted landing there, and then we drop down on this rail. That's super fast. So what I get a speed credit for, essentially, when I'm running over all these enemies, they count as 1 KO. If I suck one up with Gooey's tongue or with any other character, that counts as a KO. However, if I grab a copy ability like this one, that does not count as a speed boost. So you have to be aware of that when you're routing, you know, how you play through the courses with increased speed.
Gooey has a unique suck-up mechanic in which instead of just inhaling whatever's in front of him, he grabs them with his tongue, which can only be used to grab single targets, not multiple at once.
That's a good time. Sub 130 is what I'm going for. Awesome. So a quirk of no dupes is we get to use legendary vehicles in this game. That was not an option in the previous title. So we're actually going to use, minor spoilers by the way, our friend Leo the Lion here for Checker Knights. Yeah, this guy just gets introduced at the end of the story, and we're like, all right, he's here now. But he is actually really fun. So he has a hop mechanic that'll show up right at the start here. This is faster than just running on the ground. And the big thing here is I want this freeze power because I'm going to do this. We can kind of just slide against the wall with Leo, and he just keeps going with the freeze.
Even though Leo has a really high grip stat, remember what I was saying earlier, freeze really lowers that grip stat. So we could just slide along the wall while still charging our boost and just chaining multiple boosts over and over.
Right, so I want the freeze as much as possible, but now you can see that auto attack is in play. He has a really long reach in front of him to just swipe whenever he wants. And that is a bad thing if I'm trying to suck up the freeze enemies to get that copy ability. So I'm going to attempt to pace myself here and get this one, which I did not get, of course. But we can jump over this wall, and that's still fine. So you can see this long straightaway here. That's why I wanted that. Oh, there's a wall there. So we have another one right here. We have another one right there. I got that one. Okay, goodness gracious. And more wall sliding.
While we wall slide, I just wanted to let everyone know, less than $9,000 towards upgrade to double time. We are almost at the halfway point of this run, which means you are almost out of time to make Spooty's life as difficult as possible. And I wanted to ask here, Bluekandy, what is your favorite Kirby Air Riders tune? Because Checker Knights is absolutely mine.
So my favorite one is from the original one in a remix of a different song, The Beginner's Room, which is the alt track on Beanstalk Park, which I just played through.
That absolutely does slap, but I think chat has better opinions than either of us. If you would like to make your voice heard, let me know what your favorite Kirby racing song is, and while you do it, put it towards that upgrade to double time incentive.
Pretty solid time there, especially because I didn't get the freeze on the end of either lap, so we could have slid along those walls the entire way, but I did get to show off the mechanic, which I'm really happy with. So now we're going to go to the new courses. Here is kind of a throwaway course. I hate to call Bandana Waddle Dee a throwaway because he's adorable, but he is a light character that we're putting on a pretty boost-heavy vehicle. So there is a little bit of synergy here, which is what I'm going for in the No Dupes run. I would love to have synergy with the characters as much as possible, but as you can imagine, there's a matrix of possible solutions with the route. 18 different vehicles, 18 different riders. We don't actually know what is optimal. It's almost entirely just based on your ability to drive courses well to get a good time. So given that, I've elected to make this one a little bit of a throwaway. You see my best time there is a 117 on the side. And the little character icon is Magalore, which I'll be playing with in just a few courses. He's a heavier character, so he actually goes a little bit faster on Turbo Star. A good time here as a result is going to be a 123 or better as I try to keep my speed. There's so many enemies in these new courses. You can see they're everywhere. And then Turbo's gimmick is that while you're drifting, you can charge up a boost much faster and get a pretty good release. So I'm going to do that here to get this needle and then pull those through
all six.
Yeah, this is going to give me a huge speed boost off the rail, which is what I want. Call that a rail boost conservation, which is awesome. That's right, we have names for tricks in this game. Yeah, by the way, this only came out late November, so this is the first GDQ this game could be showcased for.
speaking of, we've got $5 from Kazooie, who says, greetings from the R Kirby Discord. Good luck to Bluekandy on his run of this phenomenal game. I love Air Riders. Minneapolis, do you love Kirby Air Riders?
Fantastic. That was one of my top 3 times with that combination, so very pleased with that. And I know you've been wondering where Rick is. He's on this course. So we do Rick Rex, and he's gonna take some turns with really high satisfaction rates. So just watch. Aim, you want to explain some things about this one?
Well, Rex is really good with top speed, and it's a very heavy vehicle. Really, the thing of note to say is that Rick also has a lot of top speed, but he, among the high top speed characters, he has notably good turn. So we can offset the pretty low turn stat on Rex Wheelie by putting Rick on top. And so this track has a lot of gradual turns, like this beautiful turn we're going to take right here. It's gorgeous.
Awesome.
And you know, not too tight, except for one right at the start and right at the end of the lap. I'd say Rex is able to tank it pretty well.
They're going to use one of the worst copy abilities here, the cutter. I'm going to try to throw it side to side, but it is so temperamental. Thankfully, that seemed to be pretty good. We got enemies to the left and to the right of us, so this is a decent lap 1. Good time here that I'm looking for is probably a sub 155, so we'll see if we can bring that together. There are edges of rock there hidden within the water, so you have to be really careful about how you drift. Also, this song just absolutely slaps, doesn't it?
More of a Crystalline Fisher guy.
Well, we'll hear that shortly. I agree with you, though. All right, here's that turn one more time. This looks good. Nice. I love how Rick Rex does that. So satisfying. This lap, we're going to bulldoze through this guy, get that speed credit, take the second one. This will give me just enough time to hit some cappy enemies toward the end of the lap here. Get both speed rings there. Nice cycle. That is a global cycle. And we can kind of just ride the walls like that. That is a great time. Only about a second off my best.
Really good.
Fantastic. All right, we could do a donation now.
While we swap over, we've got $70.07 from, and this is in all caps, Kirby Air Ride Online, saying, greetings from the Kirby Air Ride Online Discord. Awesome Kirby racing game. And with that, we are perilously close to 80% of the way towards upgrading Crypt of the Necro Dancer to double time. As a reminder, that makes the game run at up to 360 beats per minute. It is blisteringly fast. It breaks the MPH you see on your screen right now. gdq.gg/donate, y'all.
Awesome. So this is Airtopia Ruins. Going to use the wheelie bike to take some really tight turns around there. As many of these as I can. And then if I hit this green ring, I'll try that again on second lap. That one is really interesting. Sometimes if you hold down like 0.4, then 0.8, then 1.2 seconds beforehand, but no time in between, then you'll get launched straight up into that green ring, and it's just barely faster.
Make sure you keep all those numbers in mind.
Yes.
It'll be on the test tomorrow.
I don't know about that, but I hope you remember this run tomorrow. It's really awesome, and it's going so well so far. We're already on course number 11 of 18, so over halfway through. Quick spin that guy. A normal just driving through him actually does not KO him because that enemy has a lot of health for some reason.
A really important stat in this whole thing is the boost stat. You get boost from KOing enemies in the normal air ride mode, but in time attack, it's really like exaggerated. So we want characters on difficult courses with high boost stat because that also gets complemented.
Wow. Green ring didn't cooperate, but actually, most of the time I've had faster runs without that green run, that green ring. So we'll just take these ones instead. And we've got a freeze power up again. Huge glow up in this game.
Freeze makes this tight turn way easier because you can just grind against the walls on the outside there.
This looks good. I'm going for sub 155. Let's see if we can take this corner and nail it perfectly with the music. Good. All right, these courses get more and more exciting. The next one is the one I'm actually most anxious about. It punishes you for panicking, so I'm really got to be precise with my movement here. We're going to play Rocky, who has the lowest turn stat and the highest top speed stat, and that means that he also has some of the lowest boost stat, which means he actually decelerates much slower. So if we get that high top speed on a star like Slick Star, that does go very fast, then we can zoom through parts of this course.
Another reason he decelerates very slowly is because he has the highest weight stat in the game. Weight directly affects how long it takes for you to decelerate after a boost.
Correct. So this is the hard part. For the next 10 seconds, I gotta conserve all the speed through here while not hitting the crystals on the side of the track. That'll slow me down, and also getting every enemy. Excellent. Go through that, get a little spin KO to bring me to the rails. All right, that's about all I can ask for. Now, a little bit of weird luck here. I need to not take off when I'm riding over all of these lava rocks. It did not happen, so we're good. Just a quick side there to one of those Scarfies that are sitting there, and carry the speed all the way through the underground section, not missing anything. Little loud, thank you, Rocky. Beautiful performance. All right, now we get to do it again. Something you see me do there is I do a slight right when I suck up that enemy and spit it out. I want the fire power up here, but if I'm aiming left, then the Exhale Star has a mind of its own and will go toward the fire enemy and KO it for me, which I don't want. So I have to aim all my Exhale Stars, which is very important. And I do a lot of micro adjustments for that.
It's quite precise.
Yes.
Less than $8,000 to go towards double time, y'all. $50 from Thurnbergler, no incentive left behind. Y'all, we want this evening to be as high intensity as possible. While we set up for the next track, I also have $50 from Stealthfire 101. So glad to be watching Air Riders. I played the heck out of the original all those years ago. Donating for double time because it's very impressive, and I love making Necrodancer speed runs even more difficult. Good luck to the runners. Thank you so much, y'all. Keep that number climbing. Just 15 minutes left on the timer, y'all. Bluekandy is very good at video games.
Thank you, thank you. That was an excellent time. I was going for sub 210 and I nailed it. All right, here we're gonna bring out Big Penguin and we're gonna put him on a star that's really unique. I pressed a quick Y button there to change to the bike form of Transform Star, which has a star form and a bike form. And we swap between the two by doing a quick spin. So anytime you've seen me spin, that will actually swap modes on this. They have different properties. So we'll use the bike form to take tight turns, and we'll use the star form to get high top speed and slide along walls. I'll do a very precise opening there. You saw me brake pump a bunch, which is just tapping A. I want to do that so that I can auto attack those Waddle Dees right at the start. If I don't do that, then I will actually be going too fast. I do not want that fighter power up, but we're good. All right, so now let's see what the star form can do. Slight right here and then back to the left so that King DDD's auto attack, those hammer swings, actually hit the enemies. Again, this is very precise, even though it might not look like it if I'm getting everything. A slight wrong angle will actually mess everything up. Go through that, and then we can use the star to slide along this wall into that enemy and get some nice speed boost there. This is going very well so far. So another thing about the star form is it also has a little bit higher weight, so it'll decelerate more slowly, so we're gonna get that boost when we land, and then swap to the bike. And the property is really interesting with Transform Star. What happens is, if you swap, you're still the form you were until the animation completes. So I'm gonna show you an application of that right here in about 5 seconds, as I slide along the wall inside this cave while swapping.
So only until he started going down that straight did he actually have the properties of bike transform.
Correct.
Until then, he still had the low grip and, you know.
That's exactly it, the low grip.
Yeah, I was trying to find something else.
This time we're gonna swap to the bike in midair, take off from that, take a tight turn here, and then get the boost with the star form by releasing that boost at the precise moment. Grab that plasma. We'll use this plasma at the end to shoot it forward. There's a lot more enemies at the end of lap 2 here, and also that guy who is just sneaking up on me. And we can get a bunch of speed from those, swap to that at the end, and I'm looking for sub 2:15 here. We got it easy.
Good.
Very good time. Awesome.
Under 7,000 to go and over $105,000 raised for Doctors Without Borders, y'all. Thank you so much. Keep them coming. Just about $6,800 for upgrade to double time. I also really quick wanted to shout out this $25 donation from Amaris, who says, had to donate during Bluekandy's run. As a fan from Tornado Alley, I followed you for the weather, but stayed for the amazing speedrunning. Thanks for all you do to help save lives, both with storm warnings and helping to raise charity for MSF and more. Good luck with your run.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I could help you out in multiple ways. I'm always excited to hear about that. And that's right, you heard right, I'm using Dragoon. Everybody's favorite vehicle, just about. So I'm gonna put on a really good show for you. If it doesn't want to hug that wall for a second, that's fine. So Mark's here's gimmick is that he has extremely low HP, but he makes up for it in a bunch of top speed, turn, all the other stats basically. So we're gonna put him on Dragoon, fly around these walls here. I don't have enough turn to navigate those with how fast Dragoon is, but you can see I'm just kind of flying over this whole course. This is where Dragoon is undoubtedly the best, saves the most time in the no dupes run, so this is exactly where I'm gonna put it. Also just sounds beautiful. The sound engineering in this game, absolutely incredible.
It looks quite simple, but all of those geysers that we passed over earlier, if you hit those, they just stop you right there and just shove you up in the air.
Exactly.
So we're trying to avoid all those.
Yeah, and this vehicle does have a temper. It likes to keep a lot of momentum going in certain directions if I hold the control stick just a little bit too long that direction. Avoid the balls there, nice.
All of the vehicles also kind of have their own personalities.
Wow, actually had invulnerability there for the spikes. I've never seen that before.
That's never happened.
Don't say the thing, don't say it. Perfect.
That was a very excellent turn.
Yes, I really like it when that happens. Again, very satisfying vehicle. And we'll come in
Goodbye, Big
here.
Kirby.
Solid time. So that's Dragoon's benefit. Almost every other vehicle does that course in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So 33 seconds saved with Dragoon there. And then this is the other of two world record combinations. This character combination with the vehicle has the overall world record, and it's the time on the left. I have the record on this course, and it is my favorite course, and it's full of surprises and tricks that I've developed. It's probably the most tech-heavy course. So let me see if I can put on a good show for you.
Real quick at the start then, $6,500 to go. Y'all, we are in the final 10 minutes. It is now your turn to move at double time. $250 from the real Dr. Let's go, Spooty. You can do double time. $25 from Duck. Check his resume. Wowie, Bluekandy is an extraordinary gamer and teacher. And I agree, but he is putting y'all on the clock.
Nice. Thank you, thank you. So several things happen there. Yeah. I know it goes so fast. But this course is epic. Now we're gonna go in the mini section. I want to avoid that plasma, and then we're just gonna charge up a bunch of boosts really quick here and snake them so that when I get out of it, I can charge up the big boost right around this entire thing. Boom, that's a really good start to this. Okay,
We get to relax here for about 3 seconds, and then we're right back into it. So.
Exactly.
So we might see it again, what he did at the beginning of lap 1, where he abuses a trick where if you take damage... Oh, wait, no, he uses the...
No, that one's only on lap 1. This is the important one here. We ride this half pipe, and on the way down, we're sliding down really quickly. Rocket's boost, Rocket Star that I'm on, the boost is additive to the current ground speed you have. So if you're sliding down that half pipe, you release the boost, you get a huge speed boost. So that's the goal there, but it's very precise. This is going very well.
The mini section here just basically extremely decreases the amount of time it takes to charge, and Rocket Star notoriously has the most overpowered charge out of every vehicle.
That's where it gets its name. And almost sub 150. Amazing time.
Very good.
Incredible. I got to show off a lot of things there. There were so many tricks that I would have to put a comment on the YouTube video just to tell you to look for that I had to skip over there. But we have 3 courses left.
Just 3 courses left, y'all. $20 from Valerian, double the time, double the donations, double the hype. $10 from Anonymous. I've got to see this double time run, y'all. $10 train to meet this incentive. We have no time for breaks. Ignore the bulk star in front of you. We are going full speed ahead to upgrade this Crypt of the Necrodancer run.
Let's hit it. So bulk star on this, very handy vehicle. Definitely a huge glow up from the first game. And we'll be navigating it with freeze sometimes and without, getting some enemy KOs and spinning against the walls like this. This vehicle is really good at bouncing away from the walls and keeping all its speed while doing so. That's gonna be the theme here as we navigate a lot of hairpin turns coming up as well. As long as you keep that charge meter full, you're gonna be going at bulk's top speed. So that charge meter on the bottom right, very important to pay attention to and to manage while you go through this. DeRoach is the pick here because he is a mid-weight, pretty heavyweight, but he's got a really good handling, so we can do some of these turns pretty excellently with him, just like we could with Rick, who has my best bulk time on this course, which you can see on the left. Nice cinematic here.
This is really a beautiful track.
Yes. I'm gonna throw that bomb there in that group of Waddle Dees. I don't know if they deserved it or not, but we'll just pretend they did. Then I gotta spin there because DeRoach actually has an auto attack where he swipes in front of him, but it's not powerful enough to KO that jab fighter enemy there. Come into the long straightaway. Only 1 lap of Amber Falls, and that's pretty decent.
I believe that is 2 tracks left.
That is 2 tracks left.
Come on, chat. Come on, Minneapolis. You would not waste all of Spooty's practice for this, would you? $6,200 to go. $100 towards that from Autorhinosaur, who says borders are for suckers, necro dancing is for winners.
So Susie here on Galactic Nova. Again, a little bit of spoilers if you haven't played this. We are gonna head right into that guy you just saw there, attacking some random planet that isn't Hopstar.
Does anybody know what planet that is?
Yeah, we have no idea. So a perk of Shadow Star is it has a very quick dive, like a nose dive. So if I hold up there to go down, counterintuitive, I know, then I will get a really big boost to that green ring that you saw, that row of them. Okay, quite nice. Shadow is also very good at drifting, so we want to do that wherever possible and also use our favorite friend, the freeze ability.
And not the propeller. The propeller is not our friend this time.
Yeah, you may be wondering why I'm using Susie. Susie's a heavyweight with the propeller to get additional glide. It doesn't really help all that much on this course to have that propeller, but there is 1 spot, or 2 spots actually, where I'll use it here coming up. Again, only 1 lap of Galactic Nova. We've got these moving sidewalks that push me forward, and then...
Good propeller spot.
There we go. That was a nice takeoff. And we can get those guys, whereas no other character can get that on Shadow Star. So there's a benefit of Susie. Through, get up some lift here. Is that enough lift? Barely, okay.
Take the turn off that ramp to cut in early.
Okay, this looks pretty good.
Welcome back, Burning. Gonna try and burning into this rail. Nice.
Yep, just a little bit of speed there at the end. And then at the end, there are meteors here. These are on a global cycle when you start the course. So I have to know what time I land on that rail to know which side I should be on. I think we should have a couple of boosts right there for a solid time. Now there is 1 course left. It's gonna go super fast. I don't have much time to explain, but the last character that we're going to use is Cappy.
Less than $6,000 to go. It is the final stretch. Make it happen, chat. I believe in you.
Here we go. Hydra, I bet you were wondering where this vehicle was. I did say we would use legendaries earlier. This is where you're gonna see Hydra, so watch the power. And we use Cappy because Cappy has the highest boost stat to let us charge up as soon as possible. And then we go. So I'm gonna charge up in really short increments there so that I don't lose a bunch of top speed, but I regain my meter shortly to keep it going for the rest of the race. And then time is coming up really quickly. And time.
Excellent. So we won't know if that's record until we count up the in-game time, but
I'm pretty sure the previous world record, RTA-wise, was 39:10. So that is a massive world record. Thank you. Yeah, that went really well. Very happy with that. That's 18 courses of air ride, time attack with 18 different vehicles and 18 different characters. I'm sorry, any fans of Waddle Doo. We did not get to use Waddle Doo
or
there.
Hopstar.
So yeah, or Hopstar, but Leo has Hop. So
Leo, it might as well just have been called Leo Star.
Yeah, so there are some more vehicles and characters that we didn't even get to show here. This game is chock full of it, and a little bit of a selfish aside with that record, I really want to watch people speedrun this. I really want to watch more people speedrun this. Sometimes there are no people streaming this game that just came out, and I'm left wondering, like, this is the game that I play, I make content of, and I really want to watch because it's really enjoyable. So if you like this run, I got to give a big shout out to the Kirby Air Ride online community, Kirby Air Ride Speedrun.com community. Anyone in the series, the original game and the new game, is so exciting to watch runs of. So I really want to see that. If this inspired you, take it up. Let me see what you got. So, a couple of shout outs for me. People have redeemed really expensive channel point rewards in my chat, so shout outs to Jagar and Asmodemus. There's your GDQ shout out for a massive amount of channel points and watching me way too much. I appreciate it, guys. And then I'll give it to you. Do you have anyone?
Shout out to the Kirby crew on the couch here. Shout out to, is David here? Is one David J, the GOAT of
the original, yes, the original air ride mode. And then one last thing for me, I just celebrated my 7-year anniversary with my partner, so I absolutely love you. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much, GDQ, for having me for my 5th run on stage. It went excellently. I'm always happy to be here and support a great cause. Let's keep that going.